In this lecture, we will review the effective lesson. We will define direct instruction and describe how to teach a lesson using direct instruction. You will be introduced on how to best teach for transfer of learning. We will identify instructional strategies and situations in which discussion is most useful, and explain how knowledge of effective lessons inform intentional teaching. The lesson is where education takes place. All other aspects of schooling, from buildings to buses to administration, are designed to support teachers in delivering effective lessons. They do not educate in and of themselves. If you are like most teachers, you will spend most of your class time teaching lessons. Some aspects of lesson presentation have to be learned on the job. Yet, educational psychologists have studied the elements that go into effective lessons, learning a great deal that is useful in day-to-day teaching at every grade level and every subject. At times, the most effective and efficient way to teach students is to present information, skills, or concepts in a different fashion. The term direct instruction is used to describe lessons in which you transmit information directly to students, structuring class time to reach a clearly defined set of objectives as efficiently as possible. So, direct instruction is particularly appropriate for teaching a well-defined body of information or skills that all students must master. Now, here is a brief description of the parts of a direct instruction lesson. 1. State learning objectives and orient students to the lesson. Tell students what they will be learning and what performance will be expected of them. So whet your students' appetites for the lesson by informing them how interesting, important, or personally relevant it will be to them. Give an astonishing or exciting opener that get kids eager to learn the content. 2. Review prerequisites. Go over any skills or concepts students need in order to understand the lesson. 3. Present new material. Teach the lesson, presenting information, giving examples, demonstrating concepts, and so on. 4. Conduct learning probes. Pose questions to students to access their level of understanding and correct their misconceptions. 5. Provide independent practice. Give students an opportunity to practice new skills or use new information on their own. 6. Access performance and provide feedback. Review independent practice work or give a quiz. Give feedback on correct answers and reteach skills if necessary. And 7. Provide distributed practice and review. Assign homework to produce distributed practice on the new material. In later lessons, review material and provide practice opportunities to increase the chances that students will remember what they learned and also be able to apply it in different circumstances. So again, direct instruction is a teaching approach that emphasizes teacher control of most classroom events and the presentation of structured lessons. Direct instruction programs call for active teaching, clear lesson organization, step-by-step progression between subtopics, and the use of many examples, demonstrations, and visual prompts. Intentional teachers select their instructional strategies with purpose. They understand the benefits and shortcomings of the strategies they select and then choose strategies based on their students, the content, and the context. They plan lessons appropriate to the objectives they have in mind, using, for example, direct instruction for well-defined objectives and discussions, and using projects for less defined objectives. At the beginning of direct instruction lessons, they make students aware of lesson objectives, orient students to the lesson, and review prerequisites. As they teach new concepts or skills, intentional teachers use humor, variety, examples, visuals, and technology to make their lessons more engaging, easy to understand, and motivating. As they teach, intentional teachers consistently probe students' understanding, using formative assessments to see whether students are learning what they are teaching. After presenting main ideas, intentional teachers give students opportunities to practice what they have been taught in ways appropriate to the objectives. At the end of lessons, intentional teachers use formal and informal measures to find out whether students have attained lessons expectations. If not, they reteach key concepts. Intentional teachers provide appropriate, engaging, and interesting homework to give students opportunities to practice new skills or apply new concepts over time. Intentional teachers are not satisfied with learning that is limited to a narrow school-specific context. They teach to enhance transfer from topic to topic and from school to life. Intentional teachers use open-ended discussions to supplement direct instruction or to replace it when objectives are less well-defined, difficult, or effective.